Mom, where the hell are you? Hello? Are you out shopping right now? What do you want? What do I want? I told you that I was going to be coming to your house today, right? I'm pretty sure I told you like last month I'd be coming. Oh yeah, that was today, wasn't it? Yeah, I just got to the house and you're not even around right now. Come on, Mom. Where are you right now? I'm over at Ruru's house right now. Wait, what? You're at Roy's house? Hang on, why are you at Roy's house right now? You remember why I was coming today, right? I said that I would be coming by on this weekend specifically because I wanted to bring by my fiancé. I know for a fact that I messaged you about it because I looked back and checked the messages from a month back. Oh, come on, Linda. Don't be so annoying. What did you expect me to do? I just wanted to see my adorable little Ruru. You wanted me to wait for you or something? You're just jealous. I know it. Your younger brother, Ruru, is so much more important to me. I made his favorite apple pie, just like he used to eat when he lived back with his mom. I took so much time and care into making this apple pie. You know how he's always just so busy working at that incredibly big company, right? Unlike you, who's doing Lord knows what. That's why I made a really big pie for him, so that he could eat as much of his favorite pie that he wants whenever he wants. He deserves it, unlike some other people I know. Okay, sure. Big man and big company needs his pie, but you promised me that you'd be free today, right? You said it'd be fine for like over a month. Yeah, you don't have to worry about bringing your fiancé by or anything. I don't really care about you or who you marry and whatever. None of that stuff interests me at all. I know that you have no interest in me, Mom. I figured that part out after living with you for a painstaking 18 years. I just wish that you'd at least keep your promise about the whole meeting my life partner. I know you don't really care about my promises, but... What is that attitude, miss? You act like I've made a habit out of not keeping my promises with you. You know that's just not true. You're lying again. Oh, you know I'm not lying. You really do skip out on my promises. Even when I was a student in school, you didn't ever come to my parents' day or anything. I know for sure you never showed up to my parent-teacher conferences. You always made it to Roy's, though. Is that really something that is surprising to you? What's the matter with taking the side of my valuable and adorable son? Unlike you, I want you to know that that boy, who has become a man, has always been better than you. Look at the facts. He was able to find employment at a huge corporation, right? I want you to understand something from my view. I don't have a husband anymore. I'm going to take care of the child that is going to look after me when I get too old to look after myself. And unfortunately for you, that child is definitely not you. You don't have to be so blunt. You don't even have to tell me about your fiancé. I'm pretty sure I remember him. He's that same guy that you used to go out with when you were in high school, right? The one from your clubs? The school that you used to attend is a really cheap private school that pretty much every bum on the street could attend. I don't really feel like I can expect much from your fiancé. Wait, don't you remember, Mom? You were the one that said that I should go to that high school. I didn't even want to attend that school, though. Well, yes, of course I suggested you go to that school. Realistically, I didn't want you attending a private school at all, but I had to make sure that our family looked elegant and classy. I wish you didn't even have to go to high school, to be honest. I had to save up money for Ruru and his tuition going forward. I wanted to set him up so that he had the best chance possible going forward, you know? But then Dad had to say something about how you had to go to at least a low-tier private school because he wanted you to get some form of education, so I had no choice. Yeah? And I remember when that same father passed away, you just yanked away my college tuition. Do you remember how you did that to me? You said that it was rightfully yours to keep, and you even kept all of his inheritance to yourself, which I'm assuming means that you're going to be using it to buy your stupid clothes. You ungrateful little bitch. You should realistically be glad that I decided to pay for even 2 years of your stupid college tuition. What a worthless education. Honestly, even after that, you worked at your silly little part-time job, which I don't even know how you managed, and paid off all your tuition your junior and senior year. You really should have just done that for your freshman and sophomore years too. Then, I might have been able to save more money so that I didn't have to worry about my funds when I started to get old. You know how worried I am? Wait, what are you talking about, Mom? If you didn't ask me for your tuition for your freshman or sophomore years of college, then I would have been able to just add that to the inheritance that your father left behind for me. Then, I would have been able to live a much more comfortable life after I retired and got old. Wait, hang on. You're saying that I'm at fault for you using your husband's inheritance like it was nothing? I think that speaks way more to your character flaws than mine. Maybe if you had actually planned to use of your money more carefully, you would still have more money. What? How dare you speak to your mother like that? This is exactly why I hate people like you. You aren't thankful at all for someone who raised you, even when they didn't want you to begin with. Ruru is so much kinder to his mother than you are and takes much greater care of her. Okay, Mom. Whatever. You're telling me that you're not interested in talking to my fiancé, right? You're not even going to say hello? Yeah, nope. Not interested. I'm not interested in some broke girl and some random man she picked up off the street getting married. You seriously are such a pain in the butt. The least you could have done as a daughter is to find some fine young man with a lot of money so that you could help me live comfortably. If you want to live so comfortably, which I know actually means more lavishly, why don't you just go find a place to work yourself, Mom? And do you mind explaining to me why the hell I have to work for myself when I've worked so hard raising you? I put my heart and soul into raising you and your brother, so it's only common sense for you and your younger brother to be taking care of me once I'm too old to take care of myself. Do you really believe in any of that crap that you're saying right now? I mean, seriously? Yeah, you're my kids. It's totally common sense that as kids you have to come back and take care of your parents. Honestly though, you don't have to come back at all. You just go ahead and send me money consistently. I'm gonna be living with Ruru since he's actually smart and kind, unlike you. Wait. You're going to live with Roy? Yeah. I'm gonna sell the house that we live in now, and I'm gonna be moving over to the big apartment that Ruru lives in. I've always wanted to live with Ruru, so I think it all works out for the best. I'll tell you what, I'll let everything go if you just send me, let's say, $1,000 a month. What are you talking about, let everything go? What do you need to let go? And what? $1,000 a month? I'm saying I don't care about anything as long as you just pay me my $1,000 a month. It's not like I want to ever live with someone like you anyway, so don't worry about it. Honestly, all you need to do is just pay me, okay? Just as a thank you for me and everything I've done for you. Are we done here now? I'm gonna be going out with Ruru now, so yeah. Yeah, I think both of us have decided that there is almost no point in us waiting here at all. To be honest, I don't think there's any point in us seeing you even if you did show up, so we're gonna leave too.
Hey sis, I heard you came by yesterday to introduce your fiancé, right? I'm so sorry. I didn't know anything about it. She told me something about it, and I told her to go home immediately. Of course, you know, Mom being Mom, she wouldn't listen to me at all. I told her as best I could to at least go say hi to your fiancé, but I'm sorry. I really didn't know.
Oh, it's okay, Roy. I know you didn't know. I'm used to this at this point, and I don't ever blame you for her shenanigans. Besides, I know she's been bothering you too. She probably just went to your house out of the blue and knocked on your door without ever telling you she was going, right?
Yeah, how did you know? I was seriously surprised when she was knocking at my door. And here's the kicker too. She somehow had a spare key to my house. Can you believe that crap, sis?
A spare key?
Yeah, my girlfriend was staying over at my house from the day before yesterday too. We were supposed to relax and watch movies at my place over the weekend, but of course, once Mom showed up, all of those plans got thrown out the window too.
Wait, you're telling me that your girlfriend was staying over at your place and Mom decided that she would just show up herself and stay?
Yeah. You wouldn't believe the look my girlfriend gave me when we heard her open the door with her spare key. Both of us had goosebumps. We were so scared.
What the hell?
Yeah, well, apparently she decided that she would help herself to my spare key when she came over to my house before, so yeah.
Wait, was your girlfriend okay? I know that she was pretty much very unaccepting of any and all women that ever came close to you, right? She just didn't like them being near you at all.
Yeah, she was trying to say something about her as an added bonus to breaking into my house. So I told her to leave real quick. You have no idea how much I had to apologize after that.
Well then, I guess you could say that both ends of that stick were pretty shitty, huh?
I've been wanting to ask you, but don't you think that she's kind of leveled up after Dad passed away?
Yeah, I kind of agree with that, but you realize that she told me the other day when she ghosted me that she wanted me to pay her $1,000 a month, right? Just like a gesture of good faith for raising us.
Wait, what? Why would you do that?
Well, according to her plans going forward in life, she's going to be selling the house that she lives in right now, and she's going to be moving herself into your apartment. She's going to have her adorable, amazing son, you, take care of her when she gets too old to take care of herself. Oh, and she wants me to fund all of this by sending her at least $1,000 a month.
Wait, hold on. Live in my house? I didn't hear anything about that. What the hell? I cannot have her live in the same house as me.
Yeah, I kind of figured you didn't know about it when she said that. I'm sure she was just saying that because she felt like she wanted to brag about how swell you two are to me, but I really didn't expect myself to be spot on about my hunch.
I'm going to be coming up on my lease expiration date for my apartment real soon. I was actually considering that after the lease ends, I would move in with my girlfriend. I definitely don't want her to get in the way of my life either. And what the hell is she talking about? Me taking care of her. She's gotta have the money that Dad left behind, right? I'm sure that's more than enough for her to live comfortably.
Oh, she's already spent most of that money already. I'm pretty sure she's coming up on being bankrupt soon.
Wait, what? But there's so much money in Dad's inheritance, right? And she even told us that we needed to not expect any kind of inheritance either, just so that she could take on all the inheritance. She kept all that to herself.
Oh, come on, Roy. You really think the woman has any kind of idea how to spend money responsibly?
I mean...
Honestly, she keeps talking about how much we owe her or how much I should want to repay her for everything that she's ever done for me, but I don't feel like I owe her anything. I really feel like I've done more than enough to repay her for whatever she's done.
Yeah, I would agree with that. You know that recently she figured out how to use my credit card information online, right? She's been doing a shopping spree on Amazon. It's literally insane.
Wait, you too?
Oh, so she's been using your card too? Oh my god, that woman's shame knows no bounds.
Yeah, when I went back to our parents' house because it was our dad's day of passing. I'm like 99% sure that she probably looked at my credit card information when I wasn't looking and copied it down somewhere on her notepad.
You've gotta be kidding me.
You know what she said when I asked her to stop? She started complaining. She said that you've already forgot all of the money that I've spent on you growing up. When I think about the fact that I have to be family with her for the rest of my life, I'm not sure that I can keep up. That was probably one of the moments where I was almost sure that I would have to completely cut ties with her.
Oh, trust me, you're not the only one. I've been thinking about it every day. She keeps bringing me her damned apple pie too. I don't even really love that apple pie, and it's mediocre at best. And it's always massive, at least make the pie a reasonable size, you know? There's no way I finish eating that in time. It's really kind, but at the same time, you're just being annoying. I'll have to think of something to deal with her too.
Oh yeah, kinda switching topics real quick, but would it be alright if I go ahead and send you the wedding invitations?
Oh, you guys have already picked out a venue?
Yeah, we kinda just went with it and chose it yesterday.
Hey, so about that, would it be alright if I take my girlfriend to your wedding as well? It would be really cool.
I mean, hey, if she's interested in going, then yeah, by all means. Please bring her along too. But are you sure she's okay with it?
She works in the same company as me. She's in the secretarial department, but yeah.
Oh, okay, I see. Okay then, sure. I'll send out my wedding invitations for you too, okay? Be sure to hand her hers too.
Thanks, sis.
Oh, and about both of our families meeting up with each other to get to know each other, I'll let you know when we decide on a date for everyone to be able to say hi. I'm pretty sure Mom won't ever make the time of day to come say hi, but...
Yeah, you're probably right. I'll be saying hi to them on behalf of your mom and dad, alright? If that's cool with you anyway.
Yeah, you have no idea how great it is to have a younger brother who knows how to handle himself. You're a lifesaver. Thank you. Alright, I'll message you again when everything is set in stone. Go ahead and let your girlfriend know too. You realize that I'm literally your mother. How dare you? You chased your own mother out of your wedding? I did not raise my daughter to be this kind of terrible person. What were you thinking? No. I want you to tell me what the hell you were thinking, Mom. Are you being serious right now? You showed up to your own daughter's wedding in funeral attire. What are you smoking? Oh, come on. It was perfect for this sort of wedding, don't you think? I think I outdid myself. That terrible wedding with no taste or any kind of class at all. Did you see how puny it was? I would be so out of place wearing a very nice dress. Chic funeral garb is more than appropriate for a tiny little wedding like that. I really cannot believe the audacity that you have wearing funeral attire to a wedding. You need to stop this right now. That's why I said you need to leave the wedding immediately. You're seriously one of the most rotten people that I know. How could you chase your own mother out of your wedding? You come back and you open these doors to the wedding right this minute. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to be letting you take any part of this wedding in that funeral outfit. Oh my gosh, did you not hear what I said? This tiny little puny wedding, it doesn't matter what I wear, it's all the same. This is a great wedding venue, and a great wedding is currently taking place right now. There are almost no guests that showed up to your wedding as well. I don't think I saw more than 20 people. I don't think you can look forward to many people being at your baby shower and giving you gifts. Are you some kind of stupid? The whole point of these weddings is to invite as many people as you can that have nothing to do with anything and make sure that you are able to make up your losses with gifts. Oh please, like you're ever going to be coming here and gifting us anything? You have no intention of celebrating our wedding. Well, yeah, I'm your mother. I should be able to do everything with you for free, don't you understand? I'm actually at a loss for words. You're gonna suddenly start acting like you're some fancy mother that loves her daughter when you didn't even come to the family meeting. And besides, we haven't even invited people except people who are actually relatives in our families. There are no extra guests at this wedding. You realize the endless list of people we would have to invite if we started inviting people who aren't relatives? You need to invite more than enough people to make up your losses. Now, you're barely gonna be able to make up like half the amount because you didn't invite any extras. I was actually planning on taking all of the extra earnings that you made, and you've gone and ruined it. Wait, what? You were going to take all of it? What the hell are you talking about? I mean, look at the size of the wedding venue. It's so tiny and I'm sure it's super cheap too. Honestly, it's just screaming budget friendly, and I mistook it for a funeral. Funeral attire is perfect for this. You really don't know who my husband is, do you? Huh? I mean, yeah, how would you know? It's not like you came to the family meeting like I asked you to. Then, you would have known. Actually, come to think of it, you didn't even take the time out of your day to come say hi to him before that. It's just your stupid boyfriend from high school, right? Your classmate or something. Yeah, he is my high school sweetheart, you're right. But you know something else? I never said anything about him being from the same school as me. That was something that you just kept saying. What? What are you talking about, Linda? Yeah, when I was going to after-school tutoring because Dad suggested that I go for college entrance exams, I met someone who was in the same grade as me. He's actually from a different high school. Yeah, I don't really care. These details are all unimportant. No matter, that man only holds a wedding this tiny, which means that he's also tiny in more ways than one. He's absolutely poor, without a doubt. Okay, I guess you're right, Mom, if that's what your definition of poor is. But to me, the heir to a giant corporation is not even close to the definition of poor. Wait, what? The heir to a giant corporation? Yeah, he's the son of a giant corporation's president. He works there as the runner-up for the next president. You know that really big company that your Ruru works at? Wait, he's the boss of Ruru? That's what I meant by there is literally no end to all of this when we start inviting people that aren't relatives. We made sure it was only relatives at this wedding. Wait, hang on just a second. What are you talking about, Ruru's boss? What the hell are you talking about? Okay, do you understand that your son works at a really big corporation? Well, the president of that really big corporation is going to be my father-in-law. Are you starting to get the picture? The next president is my husband. And if you look at the chain of command, my husband is Roy's boss. They actually work together in the same department. They're very familiar with each other. You've got to be kidding me right now, right? At first, I thought it was just a joke, too, but eventually I believed him. Who would have thunk that my own younger brother's boss would be my boyfriend? So you're telling me that your husband is really the heir to a giant corporation? Yeah, but you know, I guess the heir to that corporation, your son's boss, is just a regular broke hobo. To me, I think that this man is incredible and hardworking. Not many people can achieve what he has. Wait, hang on a second. So you're telling me that you have successfully married into a lot of money? I mean, yeah, I guess most people would say that, but I don't know about you. Oh my god, what an incredible daughter I have! I'm so proud of you, sweetie! Now my life is going to be secured and safe too! Hang on though, Mom. I'm sorry to break this news to you like this, but I'm going to be cutting all ties with you. What did you just say to me? I know that you want to use my position as the wife of an heir and Roy working as his high corporate job so that you just get to do nothing and funnel all that sweet, sweet money my way. But I'm not going to let that fly. I'm sorry, but no. That's why we're both going to be cutting all ties with you. You will not be family with us anymore. Wait, what do you mean both? Anyway, I've got to go now because the wedding's about to start. I don't have time for you. Wait, you just hang on a second, young lady. Oh, by the way, I've already told the wedding staff that they shouldn't let you back into the wedding venue and that they know all about you, so yeah. You're not going to be getting back into the wedding, no exceptions at all. I don't think it matters how much money you pay to who, you're not going to be able to find your way back in here. How could you possibly have a wedding where you don't even have the bride's parents attending? It's alright, I don't have my parents, but I have a very kind and strong younger brother. You hang on! You need to answer your damn phone, young lady! Stop ignoring me! What the hell is going on? I'm about to go on my honeymoon soon. You know that, right? I don't have time. Who the hell do you think you're talking to right now? You know, I'm gonna go ahead and say that you should be asking yourself that same exact question. I don't care about your stupid quips. I need to know where the hell Ruru is. Roy isn't around? I went to Roy's apartment and tried to let myself in as usual, but I couldn't get in. So I asked the security and they said that Roy didn't renew his lease. Yeah, that's because Roy has already moved out. What the hell did you just say? Yeah, he moved the day before the wedding ceremony. He didn't tell you? You remember that girlfriend that he brought to the wedding? Yeah, he moved with her. He says that he's gonna be living with her now. And he didn't like his old apartment because, you know, it was meant for someone who was single. So he said that he was gonna find a bigger place with enough space for the two people. Why the hell wasn't I informed about any of this? What in God's name is going on? I told you that both of us are gonna cut ties. In case you didn't know, by both of us, I meant Roy and I. You're lying. I know you're lying. If he tells you where he lives now, you're gonna suddenly show up at his house unannounced on the weekend and he won't be able to actually relax on his days off. You start leaving behind giant apple pies that he doesn't even want to begin with, and the best part is that you take out the spare key without asking. You even use his credit card without asking him at all, and he kept asking you to stop. He said something along the lines of, "When she's around, she literally drains the soul and freedom from me." What is wrong with a concerned mother going to check in on her son? That's a totally normal thing to do. Yeah, you know that both Roy and I aren't exactly ages where you should be referring to us with baby names, right? You're just using your status as mom, sorry, ex-mom to try to get closer to Roy and I so that you can try to gather as many resources as you can, right? Are you not ashamed or embarrassed that you're using your own child's credit card to buy crap online? And my gosh, the things you're buying. I'm letting him repay me. Yeah, I think both of us have done plenty of that. We're both going to stop being your children now. Sorry, we're both out. Lucky for you, you haven't sold your house yet, I hope, and you're still at a good age to where you can work. I know you have more than enough energy to flip some burgers, right? You are giving the wedding doors a good kicking. You should just work hard so that you can earn your own money for your own food. You know all that money that Dad left behind that you used up in the blink of an eye? The important inheritance that you kept to yourself. Take this as your chance to really find out how much time and effort Dad put into his job to earn all of that money. Then, maybe you'll actually find an appreciation for hard work. I don't want to start working now. I don't want to live a life that's so poor and boring and mundane. I want to live a lavish life. You know, I don't know about living a boring life and being poor, but I think that's totally up to you. If you decide to work, then you can probably get a good amount of money saved up. Ruru should be living with me, his mother, his flesh and blood, not some random woman that he picked up off the side of the street. I'm special, not her. Okay, I'm gonna stop you right there. I actually spoke to her before the wedding. She works over at the secretarial department in a massive corporation. I'm pretty sure she's a clever woman and she's very worthy of Roy. They're good for each other. Secretarial department? Yeah, they apparently met at the company. I don't work in the same company as my husband, so I really felt a little jealous about the whole thing. You should hear the story about how they met and started dating. Oh well, it doesn't matter because I don't work anymore. I retired and I'm going to be a stay-at-home wife. Wait, so you're telling me that Ruru's girlfriend also works at a giant corporation like he does? That means that she must be making a really good amount of money, right? Oh, here we go again. Are you trying to get more money? I was planning on living with Ruru for the rest of my life, but, you know, now that I think about it, I guess I'm okay with living with them. I need them to get married so that all three of us can live together and they can fund me. Yeah, that's not happening. I spoke to Roy, and Roy has zero interest in ever living with you from now on. I don't know where you got that idea. Also, I'm pretty sure that he's definitely not going to be telling you about him getting married, if they get married. What? Why the hell not? I mean, why would he? You literally showed up at my wedding in funeral attire and then didn't regret it. I mean, I'll let you in on a secret. I really didn't like that. I found it hurtful. It seems like you were never interested in my wedding anyway. Not that I'm really surprised by that. To be honest, it's not like you were ever interested in me as a human being either. Don't worry though, I'll let you go, Mom. You can feel free to do as you like without forcing yourself near me. I'm not going to be forcing myself to have to spend time around you when all you do is be toxic around me. Now you just hang on a second. You know, Roy and I are actually incredibly thankful that you have given birth to us. Thank you for going through a painful labor to bring us into this world. But I think that from here on out, we all need to just go on our ways. Well, you specifically need to go on your way, and we'll go on our own way, together. I think that's just what's best for all of us right now. So let's just end it right here. Hang on just a second. Okay, I have a great idea. I'm okay with living with you for the rest of my life too. I'll sell the house that Dad left behind for me so that I have a little bit of money. Then I can live with you and your husband. I'll even take great care of the grandkids too. If you ever have kids, I swear, I'll babysit them. Yeah, I'm gonna say no thanks. No, I can't have you turn me down.
I want you to keep living life alone from now on, Mom. Understand that this is what happens when you push people away.
You've already stopped all of my credit cards too? Why would you do such a thing? Whose money am I supposed to spend from now on if I want a new bag? Your own money? I am telling you, I don't want to work. Oh my gosh, you're such an idiot. You know, if you weren't so picky about where you want to work, there's plenty of places hiring. And besides, with how much energy you have, I don't think you'll ever get sick or too tired from working. You've got a lot of kick, I'll tell ya. Linda, I need you to keep talking to me because this is where you really need to take care of your parents. Oh crap, I think it's my boarding call. I gotta go now, so I guess this is my goodbye. Wait, just hang on a second. Are you just going to abandon your mother like that? How dare you? I can't get in touch with Ruru at all. I keep messaging and calling him and he just won't answer. You managed to marry into so much money and I don't get to see any of that money? I don't want this. I don't like this at all. I don't want to be thrown away by my own son and daughter. Both Roy and I blocked every single point of contact that we could think of and proceeded to delete her information from our contact list. We were sure to block her on every outlet and every piece of social media that we could think of. Apparently, Mom did just randomly show up at the company that my younger brother and my husband work at, but, you know, it's a giant company. The security there was incredibly tight and they managed to catch her early. They had her politely escorted back out of the building to go home. At the moment, my mother is working hard, trying to find where we live. She needed money to exist, so she's apparently working at a supermarket near the house she lives at. She's always complaining to her coworkers about how she shouldn't be working at her age. All of the other coworkers who are younger than her don't like her. They're all avoiding her because they know that she's a toxic woman and the bosses are constantly chewing her out for her poor performance at work. Thank you for watching till the end. If you felt good about this video, like the video. If you didn't like it, let me know why in the comments. Subscribe too. Your likes and subs lead to our motivation. We have so many videos on our channel as well, so go ahead and take a look. See you in the next video.
Yo, what gives, Shelly? Where are you right now? I need to talk to you. I just got home from work. I'm tired. I'm hungry. There's a problem, though. You didn't make me any dinner. Are you off somewhere screwing around with your friends or something? You'd better not be.
There you are, Rick. I was trying to get a hold of you. Didn't you see any of my texts? While I was walking downtown doing a bit of shopping this afternoon, I got hit by a car.
You what? Are you kidding me?
Trust me, Rick, I wish I was. I got hit pretty hard, so they had to call an ambulance for me. I'm at the hospital off Center Avenue right now.
Oh, yeah, I saw that text. The cops even called me. They were all like, excuse me, sir, but your wife was in a car accident. And I was like, yeah, I know. Why did you bother me while I'm at work to tell me what I already know? Such a waste of time. So yeah, what's a big deal? Why are you still at the hospital? There's no reason to keep you there for some stupid little car accident.
Excuse me?
Say you bumped into a car or something. Boo-hoo, poor you. That's no excuse for you to be laying around in the hospital. Get back here right now. Your husband is hungry and wants to eat, and it's your job to feed him. So get back to work. Tell the doctors you want to go home and get back here pronto.
Are you out of your mind? I can't just go home like this. First of all, I did not bump into the car. The car ran into me while I was crossing the road. While the pedestrian light was green, may I add. They did x-rays on me, and they're telling me I have fractures in both of my legs. I was seriously hurt.
What?
There's no way I can leave the hospital right now. They still need to keep me for a while for observation. And even after that, I'm still going to be here for at least a few days until my legs look like they're on the mend.
So then who's gonna cook my dinner for me while you're relaxing on your backside in that hospital bed, huh? Can you tell me that? I need my shirts ironed too. I'm down to my last one and it's only Wednesday. I can't go to work with a wrinkly shirt on Friday. And the cooking and laundry are just the start of the things you need to do tonight. Who's gonna do it if you don't?
I mean, cooking and laundry, can't you just, do that yourself? It's not like I can do it while I'm laid up in this bed.
I don't believe you. When did you become such a lazy old maid? You're really gonna tell your husband, who just got back from a long and hard day at the office, to do chores? Get real!
Rick.
I don't give two flips if your legs are broken. Haven't you ever heard of a wheelchair? They gotta have some of those at the hospital. You can borrow one of theirs and wheel yourself back over here. So like I said, call the doctor and tell him you need to go home and take care of your husband.
You have got to be kidding me. I have 2 broken legs and you're still gonna tell me to come home and do the housework?
Just grit your teeth and walk it off. You've got work to do. I am your husband, and as your husband, I demand that you come home immediately and do as I say.
This is unreal. You haven't yet expressed a single ounce of concern for me, your wife, who was hit by a car this afternoon so hard that both of her legs are broken. But not just that, you're telling me to get a wheelchair and wheel myself home to do chores for you?
Is my concern gonna get my dinner cooked or my shirts ironed? No, you need to do that stuff. The only thing I'm concerned about right now is not dying of starvation.
Come on, Rick, really?
Honestly, you deserve to get hit by that car for the way you've been acting lately. It's about time karma came back to bite you, you spoiled brat.
I don't believe what I'm hearing.
Yeah, well, it's the truth. You've been acting like a spoiled little brat, Shelley. You're always like, I need more money for groceries. You need to do more chores. Tell me, Shelley, who's the housewife in this family? Is it me? It's you! That's why you got hit by that car, because you don't know your place.
I'm a spoiled brat for asking you for money to buy food and to maybe, I don't know, wash a plate or two every once in a while? You know how bad inflation is these days. Money doesn't go as far as it used to anymore. $500 for a month just isn't enough. I'm not asking for much, just an extra 100 or so.
And who is it that earns that extra $100, Shelley? Huh? Is it you? Is it Bella? No, it's me. I'm the one who pays for everything around here. It's your job to make my money go as far as possible.
I'm already making it go as far as it possibly can, Rick. I can't make it go any further than this. It's just not possible.
Don't you dare talk back to me.
How about you try going shopping one of these days, huh? Do you think you can pay for a month's worth of food with just $500? I'd like to see you try. And as for chores, I am literally, physically incapable of doing that stuff right now. My legs are broken. I wanted you to help me with the chores in order to help you get more used to them in the event something like this were to happen.
You are the housewife. It's your job to make sure that no matter what happens, I don't have to do any chores. That includes making sure you don't get sick or injured. And now you go and get yourself hit by a car? You're so useless. A useless wife like you doesn't deserve any of my hard-earned money. You know what? You can pay for your hospital stay out of your own pocket. I'm not paying a dime.
What? How am I supposed to pay for this?
You had that savings account from back before we got married, right? Use that money. You're not getting one single solitary cent out of me.
But, Rick, I have barely any money left in that account.
That's it. I'm sick of this pointless conversation. I'm gonna go out and buy myself something to eat. You just focus on getting back home as soon as possible, got it? I'm not gonna let you slack off on your chores just because you got in some stupid car accident.
Hey, Mom. Sorry I didn't get your calls yesterday. I went straight to my job after my classes got finished. And then I went out drinking with the girls I work with after that. We had a blast. I just got home a bit ago. So, you, got in a car accident or something? That's crazy. Bella, you were out all night drinking and you never even looked at your phone once? Ugh. Well, we can talk about that later. Could you come by the hospital I'm staying in right now? I need you to bring me some clean clothes. And I'm going to be here for a while, so Bring at least several days' worth, please. Huh? Sorry, Mom, no can do. Me and Dad are at the airport. Our flight is boarding soon. What? Airport? Can you maybe, ask a nurse to get you some clothes, I guess? Anyway, neither of us can do it, so you're gonna have to find someone else who can. Where on earth are you going, Bella? And wait, did you say you and Dad? You're going somewhere with Dad by plane? Yeah, I am super stoked. We're going on a trip to Hawaii together. This is the best day of my life, for real. Out all night drinking, then hop on a flight to Hawaii. How awesome is that? I am so stoked. You two are going to Hawaii? But why? You chose today of all days to suddenly decide to take a trip to Hawaii? Well, duh. With you laid up in the hospital, this was our only chance to go and have some fun without you. Plus, without you at home, who's gonna do all our cooking and cleaning? I'm not doing it. This is too much to handle. And, we were thinking about maybe hiring a maid. But what's the point in doing that? It would cost a bunch of money for someone to do what you do for free. Plus, I don't want some stranger looking at my underwear and stuff. Yuck. That's when Dad got the idea to go on vacation. We thought we could spend just a little bit more than that and actually be able to enjoy ourselves if we go on a trip, so that's what we're doing. We're gonna have a ton of fun with just the two of us. Oh, I am so happy for you. We won't have to cook, we can just go out to eat whenever we want. And we won't need to clean stuff. The staff at the hotel will take care of all that stuff. So, yeah, we're gonna be over here while you're in the hospital. See you in a month or so. Aren't you forgetting one thing, Bella? Me! What am I gonna do here without you two around to help out? I need you to bring me some clean clothes, do paperwork for me, take care of errands for me. There's a lot of stuff that I can't do on my own in my condition, Bella. I need you guys over here. That ain't my problem. It's not my fault you ran into a car. It's not my fault either. Yeah, it is. Seriously, Mom, how dumb do you have to be hit by a car like that? I mean, you do have eyes, don't you? It's not like cars are that hard to see. Just freaking look in front of you, you dummy. You can't talk to me like that. I am your mother. Oh, and one more thing. Do you know how long you're going to be in there? It's been a day already. Did you ask the doctor when you can go home? Well, from the sound of things, I'm going to be in here for about a month or so. After that, they'll look at how my legs are healing and make the determination of when they're going to discharge me. Awesome! That means I'm going to be able to spend almost my whole summer break in Hawaii. Yes! This is going to be the best vacation ever. Oh, thanks for getting hit by that car, Mom. You're the best. You're thanking me? Just what do you and your father think of me anyway? I am your mother. I've been badly injured. I'm in the hospital recovering. And the two of you are thinking only of yourselves, leaving me here to fend for myself and going on a luxury vacation? What do we think of you? I don't know. A free maid service? I mean, that's about all I ever need you to do, I guess. Wow. Oh, they're calling our ticket group to board the plane. Gotta go, Mom. Don't worry, we'll have enough fun for all three of us while we're here. We'll get you a nice souvenir. Do you want a t-shirt or something? I don't need anything from either of you. Go and enjoy yourselves. Do whatever you want. Just don't expect to see me again when you come back. Uh-oh, somebody's grumpy. Don't you have a button to push that pumps you full of painkillers? Smash that thing. You could use a chill pill right about now. After all I've done for you two. All the cooking and cleaning, the constant belittlement and insults. I have been nothing but the best mother I could be to you since the day you were born. And this is how you repay me? By seeing me as nothing but your maid? Well, I'm done. I don't need to spend one more day taking care of a family who will abandon me in my time of need. Really, Mom? You're such a buzzkill. I'm about to go on a super awesome vacation, and you're gonna go and get all on my case like that? Lame. I'm gonna put away my phone now. Talking to you is boring. Don't contact me again until you know you're getting out of the hospital. Got it? I'll do you one better. I'll never contact you again for as long as I live. I hope you enjoy your little vacation with your father, Bella. Goodbye. Answer the phone, Mom. What are you doing over there? What am I doing sitting in my hospital bed? What are you doing? Aren't you supposed to be having fun in Hawaii with your father? I can't have fun at a time like this. Things got super duper messed up over here. Dad got in a car accident, like a really, really bad one. What? He did? So, we were driving around the town in the car we rented, and I don't know, we drove by the beach, and there was this big group of girls playing volleyball, and Dad was watching them, and then he ended up driving the car right into a massive telephone pole. My, isn't that terrible luck for the two of you? Must have ruined your fun. Well, are you hurt? I'm mostly fine. I just have some scrapes and bruises and stuff. But Dad's another story. He got taken to the emergency room in an ambulance. He hit his head really hard. He's still in a coma. Whoa, a coma? You need to get over here, right away. I have no idea what to do. We were supposed to be having fun on our vacation, and now this happened? I'm, so confused. What are we gonna do if Dad never wakes up? I can't handle this all on my own, Mom. I need you here with me. Did you just completely forget that I am also still in the hospital? You're gonna have to take care of everything by yourself, Bella. You said you were fine. You shouldn't have any trouble doing whatever needs to be done. No way! I really need your help! They won't accept our insurance over here. They said we're gonna have to pay the whole balance of the bill in cash. But I don't have that kind of money, and Dad's wallet got thrown out of the car into the water during the crash. We lost all of his cash, credit cards, ID, everything. Mom, please, I really, really need you here. Calm down, Bella. I'm sure you can work something out if you just talk to someone at the hospital. Oh, I know what we can do. You can get yourself transferred to the same hospital Dad is in. That way you'd be able to do everything for me, right? Are you serious? I'm super serious. Dad's still in a coma. And we can't transfer him to where you are until he wakes up, but your legs are still broken or whatever, right? Can't you get yourself transferred over here? It would be like a vacation for you, too. Oh my word, you are serious. You can't expect me to transfer myself out to Hawaii in my condition. But you have to. Dad's in trouble. And you're his wife, right? It's your job to come and help out your husband. I'm sorry, I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't have a husband. What? I submitted our divorce papers to the county courthouse a little while ago. So Rick is no longer my husband, and you're no longer my daughter. You're just like any other random person out there to me. I'm not about to fly myself over to Hawaii with 2 broken legs to see some random man and his daughter in the hospital. Wait, Mom, what are you saying? You submitted divorce papers to the courthouse. Does that mean you divorced Dad? Are you serious? That's exactly what I'm saying, Bella. Your father and I are officially divorced. I took care of all the arrangements right after the 2 of you got on your flight to Hawaii. I told you, didn't I? I told you, don't expect to see me again when you come back. I can't believe this. How could you do this to us? You can't just go and divorce your husband whenever you feel like it. He has to consent to it. I'm a college student, Mom. I understand that much. I'm very aware of that too, Bella. And it just so happens that your father signed the divorce papers I submitted, so they're completely valid. I already had his consent. Huh? But I don't get it. Why would Dad sign those? He handed me these himself a while back, actually. We had just gotten into a fight over him not giving me enough money to pay for living expenses. He got so mad that he went and got those divorce papers put together and even signed them. He was trying to force me into compliance by threatening to leave me. He did? He had me dead to rights. I was a housewife at the time. I didn't have the kind of money I'd need to fight a drawn-out divorce battle with him, so I had no choice but to do what he said. But I never threw those papers away. I kept them. And now that the timing seemed right, I used them. Okay, I guess that much is fair. But seriously, it's still really messed up what you're doing, Mom. You waited until your husband was in a super bad car accident to divorce him? Like, what is wrong with you? No, that accident had nothing to do with it. I submitted them 1 week ago today. I made a special request to the hospital and they let me check myself out for just 1 day, which I used to go to the courthouse. So, you're really not gonna come over here? Don't you care that Dad's in a coma? Nope, he's not my husband anymore. Why should I care? You certainly have my sympathy for being in such a terrible accident, but he's not my problem anymore. He's yours. But I can't handle all of this. It's too much. I need you to help me, and you're gonna do it one way or another. I'll just have to convince the hospital to send Dad to where you are. What? You're at the hospital closest to our house, right? I know where that is, and I'm gonna have Dad transferred there right away. I hate to break it to you, Bella, but I've already been transferred to a different hospital. You what? Your father and I were divorced, so I was free to go wherever I pleased. I had no intentions of ever going back to live with the two of you, so I transferred myself to a hospital close to my parents. I've got plenty of family and friends out here to take care of me. You are so selfish. Can't you think of anybody but yourself? Tell me what hospital you're at right now. I mean it. I'm gonna send Dad over there as soon as possible. Did you really think I was going to tell you? Sorry, Bella, but you're gonna have to take care of your father by yourself. Mom, please. You were already gonna spend the month over there anyway, right? Your classes are on summer break, so you shouldn't have any problem taking care of him at all. After all, you're the only family he has left. But I can't do this alone. I'll never be able to take care of him by myself. I'm begging you, Mom, don't abandon us. Sorry, gotta go. It's time for my physical therapy. Goodbye, Bella. Good luck.
I hope you're proud of yourself, Shelley. How dare you divorce me? You dumb, selfish broad, what's wrong with you?
Ah, I see you're awake and just as pleasant as ever. Welcome back to the world of the living. Did you have a nice nap?
Oh, shut up. I don't have time for your immature jokes right now. You didn't even show 1 ounce of concern when you heard that your husband was in a coma. You're a terrible person and an even worse wife.
I don't want to hear that from someone who up and flew off to Hawaii while his wife was in the hospital. I'd say all I did was give you a taste of your own medicine.
Shut up! I was right about you. You're just a spoiled brat. Divorcing me while I was in a coma. But I can be the bigger person here. I'll forgive you for acting the way you did. Once I get back over there, we can just get remarried.
Excuse me?
I'm willing to let bygones be bygones, but on one condition. You need to do some work for me. You might have broken your legs, but your arms still work fine, right? You can use a computer with no problem.
Hold it right there. You want me to do your job for you?
I'd say it's a pretty good bargain for you. You know you need me. Without my money, what are you gonna do to get by? I took this month off in advance, but I told my company that it was family leave to take care of you in the hospital. So I can't let them find out that I'm in a hospital in Hawaii.
Oh no.
It's the worst possible timing, too. There's a big problem going on at my company right now. They told me that they'll let me work from home, but there's some stuff they need me to do while I'm off. Obviously, I'm in no condition to be doing it myself right now. I'm at my limits just sending you these text messages. My vision is still foggy and the room constantly feels like it's spinning around me.
Rick, tell me you're joking. You lied to your company, took family leave in order to take care of me, and then flew off to Hawaii without telling them?
That's none of your concern. Just do what you're told and keep your mouth shut. Got it? I'm going to send you some documents my company sent me. You need to take those and follow the instructions that should be written at the top of the first page. It's not like you got anything better to do, right? Remember, all you gotta do is a little bit of work and I'll wipe the slate clean. I'll let you be my housewife again.
I neither need nor want your forgiveness. And besides, your company already knows that you lied to them.
What? What do you mean my company knows? There's no way they'd know about this. I never told them anything.
You are way too late to try and cover your tracks. The car rental company sent the invoice for your car to your office. They know everything, Rick. They know you lied about why you were taking time off. They know you're in Hawaii. They know you rented a fancy car and have been living it up all while on the clock.
No! But how?
The car rental company contacted me a little while ago. They said they wanted to discuss the cost of the repairs for the car you wrecked. Apparently, Bella told them to talk to me about it because she couldn't handle it, so since we were already divorced at that time, I explained the situation. I told them that if they wanted to recover the cost of the repair, the best thing for them to do would be to send the bill to your office.
You idiot! What were you thinking? Why did you tell them to bill my company?
What else was I supposed to do? They said they wanted to get the money for the repairs as soon as possible. They're a business. And with that car out of commission, they couldn't rent it to anyone else.
And so what? That's no reason to blab about it to my company. There were a million other ways to take care of this without telling them. You could have given them my credit card number, bank account, anything. You could have just written them a check.
Sure, I knew your credit card and bank account numbers, but it just didn't feel right disclosing the personal information of one third party to another third party without their consent. I thought the best thing would be for your company to take the cost of repairs out of your salary in installments.
This can't be happening. It wasn't supposed to turn out this way. I thought I'd get away with it for sure. So you're serious? My company knows about everything?
I am dead serious, Rick. So you should give up any hope of being able to cover up what you did. Like I said, they know about your vacation, they know about the car, they know about your accident. So it wouldn't do any good to have me do your work for you. It's already over for you.
No! No way!
And with that, it's time for us to say our final goodbyes. I hope you have a swift recovery, Rick. Oh, and try to enjoy the view of the lovely scenery out of your window because you're not going to be able to go and see it in person anymore. Like I told Rick, his company already knew about what Rick was really doing during his family leave. And once HR got wind of it, they immediately rescinded his leave approval. Since he'd already taken time off, though, they docked him days of paid leave to make up for it. Obviously, he didn't have enough days of paid leave to cover the whole time he'd been AWOL, so any additional days were docked from his pay. Since he wasn't going to be making any money until he got out of the hospital, he naturally wanted to be discharged as soon as possible. The hospital, however, told him that he'd need to stay there for at least a month before it was safe for him to fly. Before too long, word spread around his company that he had abandoned his hospitalized wife and gone on vacation without her. That obviously had a rather marked negative impact on his reputation around the office. I don't think he had many friends around there before, but now he definitely is no Mr. Popular. I doubt he's going to be in for a very good time once he finally walks back into the office in a month or so. Come to think of it, he probably shouldn't bet the farm on even having a job there for too much longer. As for Bella, she wasn't able to do any shopping or sightseeing for the rest of her vacation. She was stuck waiting on her dad in the hospital the whole time. While the two of them were enjoying their less than ideal Hawaiian vacation, I was hard at work. I contacted an old friend of mine who ran a moving company and had him get all my personal belongings out of my old house. Also, I had another old friend of mine who's a lawyer take care of the property division. Finally, I had yet another friend of mine who works in real estate find me a cheap apartment to live in once I got out of the hospital. It won't be long before my legs will be fully healed, and then I'll finally be able to enjoy my new, single, child-free lifestyle. I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.
Don't you ever come back to my house again! You moneyless high school dropout! I will never let someone of your likes marry my brother, ever! Hold your horses, Autumn. Hitting me and then tossing me out of the house like that? And now you're calling me a moneyless high school dropout? Why do I have to be the one treated like this by you? I had to do all of that in order for you to understand what part of society you're really a part of. And you will not be allowed to marry my brother who graduated top of the class at Harvard as a dropout. I really have no clue how you were able to fool him into wanting to marry you in the first place, but I'm not as simple-minded. You are a lowlife, so you go find one of your own kind to marry. Lowlife? I get that people like to judge others a lot based on their education, but I've never run into anyone as horribly judgmental as you. I'm sure you only ever wanted to be with my brother because he's going to be bringing in lots of money, right? You don't actually have an ounce of love in you for him, right? Well, I'm not letting some witch like you have my brother. Are you freaking kidding me? I love Fred with all my heart, and I've been wanting to marry him for such a long time. That's the whole reason why today your parents asked for me to come over so we could talk more about the wedding and everything. But to think that his little sister would be the one out of all of Fred's family to slap me and then force me out of the house, I cannot believe what's happened. I'm so sorry, Aline. I not only graduated from Harvard myself, but I was also top of my club in karate. So I didn't think that that small slap would be so powerful towards your weak little body. Well, I promise that from now on, I'll be a little bit nicer with my swings. You're calling me the weak one? Yes, I am. Not only are you a lowlife, but you don't even realize how weak you are physically. You only tried marrying my brother so that you could get to his money and nothing else, right? He made it out of Harvard, top of his class, so not only is he extremely cool, but he's working for a very well-known and large company. But man, I'm so surprised that he's already being taken advantage of by a loser like you who only wants to trick him for his money. I told you already that I want him because of my love for him. Calling me a lowlife and a weakling, though, that's not okay. I get that I dropped out of high school, but that does not give you any right to treat me like I'm garbage. Well, let me just say that a high school dropout with no money is the same thing as a cockroach in this world. So I'm going to start calling you that instead now. I'm sure your family never had any money for you, so there was no hope of you getting into any college, right? That's why you just gave up and dropped out. So you should just go find someone your own class and marry them instead. All you're doing by coming after my brother is ruining his image as a successful young man. This is getting nowhere with you. You're just going to keep calling me horrible things based off me never graduating high school. And now you're even calling me society's cockroach? That's probably why you're just like society's gorilla, throwing hands without even bothering to understand the situation first. You are the worst of the worst. Huh? You have no right talking to me like that, you cockroach. You lowlifes all need to shut the hell up. You and the rest of your kind need to stop thinking that you can marry people like my brother. I'm withdrawing my offer to you. Huh? I'm not going to let someone as violent and explosive as you come work with me. The way you smacked me without ever talking to me first just goes to show that you don't care about anyone besides yourself. Did you know that I could tell the police right now about what you did to me and they'd be all over you? I might just do that. And since you'll have the police on you, I can't have you working with me. I have no idea what you're talking about. What the hell are you talking about having that offer withdrawn? Autumn, you are pretty much done with school now and have been looking for work, right? You happened to send in a resume to Green Earth Ltd. Asking to come work, right? You must have heard about that from my brother. Well, that's exactly right. I'm one of the best students from my class at Harvard, and I have been given an offer already by Green Earth to go work for them really soon. And did you know that I am also working at Green Earth? And since I'm working in the HR department, I'll most likely be the one responsible for hiring you. Excuse me? I'm sure you totally forgot about the conversation you had with me before, because you were so happy to finally find a company that would offer a job to you, right? I forgot about you a little bit as well, until today when I first saw your face at your house. You're lying, right? There's no way in hell a dropout like you is working for a company as large as that. If you're having a hard time believing me, then go take a look at the offer I sent to you before, and you'll see my name on it signed at the bottom. That should have already arrived for you, so you can have a look yourself and see the proof. What? I feel bad that I'm already having to withdraw that offer from you, but in exchange for that, I won't be calling the police. But having heard you call me a cockroach a couple times now, makes me wonder if you've looked in the mirror lately. You might want to take a look at yourself as well after this, because you will have just lost all your pride. Huh? Well, I guess you are still that violent gorilla, and unlike you, I'm just your average adult that knows how to act in situations like these. So be happy that I've been kind enough not to want to have the police involved. Now, good day to you, Autumn.
I'm so sorry about what happened yesterday with my little sister. Autumn has always been a little too involved with other people's education, and really likes to judge them based off it. I just never assumed she'd be the kind of person to come out of nowhere and slap you though, just because you dropped out of high school. Has the swelling gone down yet? Are you going to be okay?
I put ice on it right as I got home, and most of the swelling is gone now.
That's good to hear. But I'm sure it's not just your face that is hurting right now. She said a lot of terrible things about you, and I'm sure that hurt your heart just as badly.
I actually don't care a whole lot about what she called me, so don't worry. After my parents' business failed, I had to drop out of high school. During that tough phase in my life, I had to see a lot of people change really quickly into completely different people. And when it comes to how people look at me now because I never finished high school, there are a lot with views like Autumn.
But unlike all those other people that care so much about education through schooling, you learned a lot at home helping your parents, and in the real world working jobs. Even now you are working at such a large company, making bank. I myself am so impressed with you, and feel terrible that you have to live with people like my sister around you. It hurts.
Thank you for thinking of me that way, Fred. Anyway, how has Autumn been after a day has passed?
Both myself and my parents have been pissed with her, so she's starting to settle down now, and all of today she hasn't left her bedroom.
Well then, that must mean she hasn't told anyone yet about how I withdrew my offer to have her work for Green Earth.
Huh? What do you mean you withdrew that offer?
Actually, a little while back she received an offer from this company asking for her to come work for us. But I told her yesterday that the offer would be withdrawn now. This doesn't even have to do with the company itself, but the fact that we will not allow anyone as violent and explosive as her to come work here.
What? She got an offer from your company to come work there? I knew you were an amazing person for being able to land a job there in the HR department, but you're telling me you offered her a job as well? I guess that's why she's been so happy recently about getting an offer from her #1 workplace. She must have been talking about Green Earth.
I'm planning to have a formal email sent to her very soon telling her that she will indeed be losing that offer to come work here. I'm hoping that after seeing that, she'll be willing to leave her room. Do you think I've gone a little too far by doing this, though?
No way. No matter what the reasoning was, she has no right hitting you like that and thinking it's okay to do so. If anything, I'm happy you're being that strict with her. For a while now, my family has had a lot of trouble handling her. So I'm hoping that after she gets a taste of reality with that email from you and the company, she'll turn her attitude around and become a responsible adult.
She's been that much of a problem for you guys?
She's always been such a pain in the butt for anyone that doesn't have the same or better education or work than her. And it's not just towards strangers either. She'll act like that even to her own family members and close friends. There was even a time where one of her cousins failed their exam at school, and she told my parents to never let that whole family be a part of ours again because of it.
What?
She's even told friends of hers that went to less popular colleges than Harvard to go away because they aren't as good as her.
She's even worse than I thought. To think there are people that base all their judgment towards others off only their education and work. It's sad.
I just told my parents about how you're withdrawing that offer to her. They both told me that they're thankful for what you're doing to her. Also, they'd both like to apologize to you at some point for what my sister did. It was because of her that we couldn't finish the talks that we had about the marriage and wedding, right? We'll have to put another date together so that you can meet my parents again, okay?
Wait, is that all right?
Of course it is. And this time, my sister won't be allowed to join us, so you won't have to worry. Maybe the four of us could go out to lunch or something and take our time talking about all of this.
That would be perfect. I'll talk with you later about a day that'll work for me. Can you make sure to talk with your parents then about said day and make any reservations?
Sure thing. I'll see you later then.
Hello. Long time no see, right? How's your head doing after a month has passed since I smacked it? Perhaps it's still a little bit swollen. Oh my, I never expected I'd be hearing from you again, Autumn. Does this mean you're finally coming to apologize to me? Huh? Why would I ever do that? There's no reason for me to apologize to a cockroach. I mean, I was totally in the right hitting you in the head like I did. What? Thinking you could marry my brother when you never made it out of high school? You deserved a good hit to your head. So I'm not apologizing to you for anything. You had the job offer that you bragged so much about canceled, and yet you're still acting like this? Then tell me why the heck you've come to talk to me today. I've come to teach you once again what kind of low-life scum you really are. Me? I'm already pissed that someone with no education like you wants to marry my brother. But not only have you tried to do that, but now you've stolen my offer for that job at Green Earth. There's no way a company like that has any use for you, as all you are is a waste of their payroll. Yet you think you're everything to them there and can do whatever you want to a Harvard graduate like me. So I've come back once again to teach you just how low of a cockroach you really are, Aileen. I just want to get this part straightened out a little. Both Fred and your parents have been really upset with you, right? You had that job offer withdrawn from you, and they had to tell you just how pissed they've been. However, even after all of that, you still haven't learned to play nice? So far, no matter what I've said to my family, they don't seem to catch a hint. They're all from amazing schools, yet have zero common sense. I mean, my brother was taken advantage of by you. And my parents may be smart, but I guess they never made it out of an Ivy League school like me. I've started to learn that none of them understand just how amazing of a daughter and sister I really am to all of them. Oh. That's why I'm going to be using far smarter and superior people from now on. With all these new people in my life, they'll be able to see just how amazing of a woman I am and will brag about having me around. And then they'll help me get rid of you. I'm going to get that job offer back from Green Earth and will take your place. So if you're wondering who these people are, they happen to be your higher-ups within that company, including the CEO. You're talking with the CEO? Those like me who have degrees from Ivy League colleges can do anything they put their mind to. And not only that, they can get the help of anyone, including CEOs of large companies like Green Earth. That's why today I went to your company. And I went in front of your CEO and all the other managers and told them how upset I was that a high school dropout like you withdrew my job offer. You're lying, right? You went all the way to the CEO about this? And of course, the CEO understood my plea. He listened to everything I had to complain about and told me he'd handle it all as soon as possible. I knew someone like the CEO would be able to understand a Harvard grad like me. And soon I'll be allowed to work for the company in your place and help bring this company to the next level. Autumn, you really cause a lot of problems for everyone around you, don't you? Maybe I'm just too good for all you lowlifes, and that's why you're all left with problems? Are you sure? Well, I'm sorry, but you're going to be fired now because of me. This is what happens when a dropout like you thinks they can fight back. Your life is over now. I can't wait for you to see it, you cockroach. You're the one that's about to see the end. Huh? You said you went and cried to the CEO, right? And you told him about how a high school dropout like me withdrew that job offer? Yeah, I made sure to explain all my complaints to them. I told them all about how someone like you is just a cockroach to this world and that you're ruining their company. And then explained that they're better off getting rid of you since it's not a great thing for them to have you on their payroll. And then I ended my talks with them by saying they are best off firing you and not even giving you a package in the process. Well, that cockroach you keep talking to them about happens to also be a part of this company's leadership. Did you know that? Huh? The CEO of Green Earth happens to be the same as me and was also a high school dropout. He happens to know a whole lot about the world of business, but due to family issues, had to end his public schooling in high school and leave. I can't believe you'd go in front of someone like him and start saying such things about people like us. Are you sure? I'm actually really jealous that he was able to become the CEO of this company without even having to graduate from a university or anything. And many other people are jealous of that as well. But my jealousy has faded ever since he brought me up to his level and made me the HR department leader for the company. I wasn't able to get here overnight though, as I had to prove to him that someone with the same past as him could also work hard, which I did. And after he saw that I was built for this company, he brought me up to his level, allowing me to now work alongside him. He's even told me that I'm a very serious worker, and he wants someone like me to rely on when need be. He really seems to have a liking for people like me, and that's why a lot of management within this company are people like us, who have had issues in the past with schooling but are serious and knowledgeable workers. What? And I think he agrees with my choice of withdrawing your job offer. And I mean, even if you did start to work here, you'd never last. Well, let's be real. It's going to be hard for you to work anywhere in this world. The only thing you'll be able to pass to get an interview anywhere is the company's preliminary hiring process because of your education. But after that, they'll see your behavior and immediately get rid of your resume. You're lying! Do you think other companies are going to do the same thing to me like yours has? They sure will. I'm pretty sure other companies are already learning about how horrible things turned out for you after what you did here. You made a fool of yourself, even in front of the CEO, and he's going to make sure everyone knows about that. You really did it to yourself this time, Autumn. I didn't know anything about him not graduating high school. Why should I have known that? What company would have a CEO who never graduated from a proper college? You graduated from Harvard, and that's your excuse for acting like this? I guess we'll just have to see what the CEO does about this now. Actually, you're better off looking for a new company to hire you right now before he starts spreading the news about you. What should I do, Aileen? I just got a letter in the mail from the CEO. He just told me that he's not going to give me another job offer and has asked that I stay away from his company for good. He's just pretty much ruined every chance I had of getting into that company. I'm glad to see that even he agrees with me on my decision to withdraw your job offer. I guess you've finally gotten a good taste of reality. And not just that, though. He even called Harvard and talked with them about me. He talked with the president of the school and said it's strange that someone like me would be willing to force my way into his office and complain to him. And he used that as another explanation for why he will not be hiring me anymore. Now that the president of Harvard knows about what's happened, they've told me they no longer want to give me my diploma when I graduate. Oh, my, they're not letting you graduate now? Well, I guess there's no point in even trying to find any other company to hire you. If you're not able to graduate, then no company will bother with you. But, what should I do? There's no way this is happening to me. This is all because of you, so do something about it. What? You think this is my fault? Well, it freaking is. It's all because of you withdrawing the job offer in the first place that everything's gone downhill. If you had never even bothered to try getting my brother to marry you, then you would have never had to come to my house talking about marriage. Oh, come on now. If you hadn't hit me in the face like that, then none of this would have had to happen. Nobody's forgotten about how violent and messed up you are, Autumn. But that was just my body responding to thinking you were a threat. Then be upset with that body of yours that thinks it's okay to hit other people like that. Hey, you are my body. Talk with your body like that and maybe it'll stop acting on its own. Wait! Can you please think of a way to help me get out of this mess? I don't give a crap about you and your mess. To be honest, I think you deserve all that's happening to you right now. Stop messing around! Why do you think I deserve to be treated like this? Now that you've done this to me, I'm going to make sure you and Fred can never be a couple. What? As long as you're with him, my life is going to be hell. So if I allow you both to get married to one another, then my life will literally be ruined. I'll never be able to do anything with my life because things like this will just keep happening. So I'm going to end you two right now. What? You get the hell away from him right now, you plague. All you plan to do is marry Fred and become a parasite to him, right? You might have a job now, but the moment you get a ring on him, you'll quit your job and feed off all his hard work. You'll be a part of his life forever and will never have to work another day in your life while you force him to work to death.
I'm the one planning to leave my job. And what's so bad about her being married to me?
Wait, is this you, Fred?
I was watching Eileen as she sat there looking at her phone in distress. And when I came over to have a look at why she'd be looking that way, I saw that you're once again talking about her about your BS.
But listen to me, Fred. Why are you planning on leaving your job? You finally found a job at such a nice company, and you're going to quit now?
Yep, I spoke with Eileen about it, and that's what we've decided on. With the amount of money she brings in, there's no need for me to be working as well. And to be open about her skills, she may be a great worker, but she sucks at cooking and cleaning. That's why I'll be the one doing all the housework for her.
No way, that's not possible, Fred. A man that graduated from Harvard is going to become a house husband? That's a waste of your abilities.
Doing chores like cleaning and cooking is pretty rough work, and I think it'll be a fun challenge to take on. Also, I'll be at home most of the day, so I could do anything I please. I'll even be able to learn a ton of new things while at home, which is perfect since I love to study.
What?
Actually, I really want to study about a bunch of other things now, but I've had to work all week and never had time to. However, now that Eileen said she'll handle working, I'll be able to finally get to work studying. After all, she loves watching me spend my days studying about all sorts of surprising things. Recently, I've even gotten into studying about microecosystems, and have started a small garden within the house to help me understand them better.
That's...
But I'm sure you'll start to view me as the parasite now, huh? What you just said a little bit ago really hurt my feelings, Autumn.
No! That was...
You don't have to worry about how I choose to live anymore. But if you're going to start complaining about it like that, then the only choice I have now is distancing myself from you. So once we've had our wedding, I don't want you around us anymore. Whether it's Eileen or myself, we don't want you near us.
What? That means you want to cut ties to me, right?
Well, yeah. I don't want to see you anymore while you're acting like a jerk. To be honest, I've been planning on cutting ties to you for a while now.
Now, just wait a minute, Fred.
Good luck with your life as an unemployed and uneducated lowlife. Hopefully, next year, you'll be able to graduate from Harvard.
Later that day, Autumn heard from her parents that they wouldn't be paying for her to go another year at Harvard. And so after hearing that from them, she's been working hard trying to make money through part-time jobs. She's a smart cookie, so she claims, so working part-time jobs should be pieces of cake for her, but she continues to complain about how she can't be seen working with people who don't go to Harvard. And because of that, she isn't able to work at many places for very long. In the end, she chose to leave school and is now living in her parents' house, never coming out of her room. She goes onto social media a lot more now, and when she sees all of her former classmates working amazing jobs and doing all sorts of fun things without her, she becomes even more depressed and recedes deeper into her room.
Thank you for watching till the end. If you felt good about this video, like the video. If you didn't like it, let me know why in the comments. Subscribe too. Your likes and subs lead to our motivation. We have so many videos on our channel as well, so go ahead and take a look. See you in the next video.
Hey, Jane. You go ahead and leave that job and come here. I'm gonna have you start taking care of my dad tomorrow.
Huh? What do you mean you want me to leave my job, though? And you want me to come take care of your dad?
Well, I just got a call from my dad a little bit ago. He had a bad call and broke one of his hands.
He broke a hand? That's terrible to hear.
He was trying to get something off the top of one of his shelves, and in doing so, stood on a weak chair. When it broke, he came crashing down on his hands. And you know, my dad is getting up there in age now, right? It ended up breaking one hand and really screwing up the other. So living on his own is going to be impossible for him. So I'm going to have you quit your job and start working full-time as my dad's caregiver.
I'm really worried about your dad and all, but asking me to do that right now is a bit too sudden. First of all, I don't want to quit the job I have right now.
Huh? All you're doing is working a simple job for the city, right? And you're a woman in an office filled with men. So there's no way you'd be able to get any further promotions there. So hurry up and leave that place and come to my dad's side.
What?
Well, your husband's dad is in trouble right now. This is your job as the wife, right? And you already know that my dad has work to do, still with his company that he's been running. So he needs a woman like you to go care for his needs so that he can get right back to focusing on keeping his company on the rails.
You didn't marry me to be the one to care for your dad when he needs someone to support him. If you're that worried about him needing help, then why don't you go and help your dad out? And you saying that I'm just some city worker doesn't make my job any less important than yours. All you do is work for an office for some large company. And you actually get more time off than I do at your job, so during family emergencies like these, you should be able to take a month of PTO, right?
I do have a lot of PTO saved up, but I've never seen anyone use all their time up like that. And if I did take that much time off, can you imagine the impact that would have on me getting a promotion? I'm tired of arguing about this, so just leave the job of yours and come care for my dad.
Then how about until his hands are usable again, we hire someone to come and care for his needs? He could even do that himself since he has all that money from being a CEO. He has to have the ability to find someone to care for him, right?
You're my wife, and having you care for him is free to all of us. There's no reason to hire anyone to care for him when you're right here. All right? This is a strict order from your husband, so you listen to me. Stop trying to talk your way around it and hurry things up with quitting your job and coming here.
That's...
I already told my dad that you'd be coming soon to start caring for him, so the plan's already been set in motion. So I'll leave everything up to you now.
It's been a while, Jane. I'm sure you've heard by now from Phil about my injury.
I did hear about it from him, but are you really doing okay now? You didn't get any other injuries from a fall like that?
I was pretty lucky with that fall and only ended up with one broken hand and the other one being sprained. I didn't happen to hit my head on anything, and everything besides my hands are all right. Thank goodness my son bought me that smartphone last year for something like this. I'm still able to use it a little bit on my left hand, even with the sprain.
Well, that's great to hear.
Now, another thing I heard from Phil was that you're going to be quitting your job to come here. That will be a major help for me. But I'm really sorry that you have to do that. Are you really okay with leaving that job of yours to be around me all the time?
Whether I'm okay with it or not, this was an order from my husband, and he told me that times like these are why he married me in the first place, so...
What do you mean this is an order by your husband? He told me that you chose to leave your job after hearing about me being injured in that fall.
That's not at all what happened, Fred. Just a few hours ago, he came out of nowhere telling me to quit my job without really giving me any more context. Then after that, he told me that you're in trouble and that I need to be a good wife and take care of you while your hands are hurt. And when I told him that I didn't really want to leave my job, he started to get upset with me.
That's not at all the story I heard from Phil. I'm so sorry, Jane. I may have very little use in my hands right now, but I'll find some way to manage on my own. I don't want to be the one to force anyone to do things that they don't want to do, so please relax.
So you're saying it's okay if I don't quit my job?
Of course I am. It seems that Phil is just trying to use what happened to me for his advantage. I'm really sorry about all that.
Actually, I just told my boss that I'd be leaving my position and everything.
What? So you already let them know that you're leaving that job?
I just assumed that what my husband wanted from me was what I had to do. And when it comes to him, if I ever reject something he asks of me, he gets all worked up and becomes a real pain in the butt. The last time I went against something he asked, it was like a war broke out inside our house. So I just thought I had no other choice this time and would actually have to leave my job for good.
Phil really acts that way with you?
But you don't have to worry about me right now. I'll be around your place tomorrow at the soonest to start helping you. So if you need me to pick anything up for you on the way over, just let me know and I'll grab it all for you.
You being here for me will really be a big help. But I hate that this had to happen to you. Right. Since you're going to be looking after me for a while, I'd like to pay you in return. I'll make it seem as though you're my housemaid, and that way you can still earn money for the work you'll do. How does that sound to you? I'll even make sure that you're paid handsomely for your work.
That really puts a smile on my face. But if I earned any money helping you around, Phil would be pissed off before either of us knew it. Honestly, you just offering that is already more than enough.
Do you really think that Phil would get upset with you? Well, if that's what you're worried about, I'll make sure to pay you in secret, and you can keep it to yourself. I'll hand you cash every month, and so that he'll never be able to find out about us. So please allow me to pay you from now on.
Are you really okay with that?
I wouldn't want you helping me without anything in return. You've already had to quit the job that made you happy for me. And now you have to look after all my needs for a few months, I'm sure. It's only right that I give you money for the work you'll be putting in.
Thank you so much, Fred. Well, I look forward to coming over to your house starting tomorrow.
And I'm looking forward to seeing you again after such a long time. I know that it's not the most amazing thing having to look after an old geezer like me, but I'm glad it's going to be you and not someone else.
Phil, where are you right now? Your dad has fallen down again, and you should have gotten a call from the hospital already, right? Right now he's going to be getting some treatment, but I can't be here all by myself and need you here with me.
That sounds like a lot of trouble for me, so you go ahead and deal with him on your own there. Tell the doctor that I've got work to do that's too important for me to be stepping away from at the moment.
What? Your dad's had a bad fall and you're not even going to come and see him? And what do you mean by you have to work right now? Today is Sunday and you always have work off on Sundays. All you're doing is hanging out at home, so what the hell are you talking about?
Shut up, Jane. If Sundays are meant to be sitting around at home all day, then why did my dad get hurt again? Unlike you all, I don't have time to listen to medical talk all day. I have very important things regarding the aftermath of this to be thinking about right now and don't need to be dealing with you two.
What kind of important aftermath things are you talking about? Don't tell me you think your dad is going to die now. He may have had a bad fall, but it shouldn't be anything life-threatening.
But I heard that call from the hospital and they told me he was out for over an hour, right? He already had one fall last year that broke some of his bones, so I think his life is coming to an end now. So before that happens, I want to be early with having my plans ready to go.
What you're talking about right now is crazy. He's not even close to being dead yet.
Whatever, just take care of him for me. And if he happens to be on his deathbed, give me a call right away.
Hey, Phil, what the hell is with these divorce papers? I had only just gotten back from the hospital after your dad's health started looking better. Why are there divorce papers in the living room that have all been filled out?
Crap. Just when I thought that he'd be done for. I never expected him to make it back from that fall this time. I had hoped that after he died here, I'd be the one to get his company and everything else he has.
Huh?
Well, even if he's not dead yet, I'm sure that this means that he'll have to step down as a CEO. And so if that's the case, that means the next in line for that position would be me, his son. So because of that, you and I are getting a divorce.
I have no idea what's going on right now. Why are you starting to talk about divorce out of nowhere like that?
Because I have a woman already prepared for me when I become CEO.
What? Who the hell is this woman you plan on being with once you're a CEO? I don't want to think that this could be true, but have you been cheating on me?
And what's so bad about me cheating on you? You are the one that quit your job, and you've barely been around our house. And since you're not around the house much, you barely get any chores done. So I have to throw you away.
The reason I had to quit my job is because of you, Phil. You told me to quit my job and go be by your dad's side to take care of him. That's why every single day I've been away from the house so that I could be with your dad and make sure he had everything he needed. So stop with that crap of saying it's my fault that nothing gets done in our house and using that as an excuse to fool around with another woman.
Well, who knows the real reason why you'd always be going over to my dad's house and never stayed with me. Perhaps you weren't even going over there at all, and were out with other men besides me. Even after my dad's hands healed, you still said you needed to be at his house to care for him. That's what started to make it seem as though you couldn't be trusted.
Excuse me?
And so in your place, I found myself another woman to fill in the empty space that you left me with. She's been around for me to make sure I'm happy while having to stay busy with all my hard work. It's because of how kind she is to me that I'll be making her my next wife. She'll become the young wife of the new CEO. So as for you, there's no use anymore in my life.
You're a freaking monster, Phil. Well, whatever now. If that's how you want things, then let's get this divorce. But you're going to be paying me a settlement. I'll make sure that not only you will be paying me, but that other chick of yours that you've been cheating on me with as well.
Hey. Don't try and bully me like that, Jane. And please, don't touch her. She's still only a college student after all. Making a young student like her have to pay you a large amount of money is the worst thing a man could ever do to someone else.
You've got to be kidding me. The girl you've cheated on me with is a frickin' college student? What do you think you're doing getting involved with someone that young?
Well, she was the one that came to me first. Well, she started working a part-time job with the company I'm in, so... when one day she just happened to look at me differently, and things took off from there. And I'm sure that when she heard what I'd be CEO really soon, that's what really made her fall into my arms.
Huh?
And so since this wasn't anyone's fault besides your own, don't bother with trying to get any money from us. If you had never been away from this house all the time, maybe this would have never happened to you. But now I'll at least be kind enough to give you the house. And that should be enough to get you to stop trying to make us pay, right?
Huh? You're going to give me the house?
I'll give you the house as part of us having to split properties, as well as a little extra money for all the troubles you've caused. That should be enough to make you happy without complaints, right? I've been busy getting all this ready for you anyway since yesterday.
Even after your dad had a bad fall, you still never came to see him in the hospital. I had no idea what had gotten into you, but it seems this whole time you've been thinking of a divorce, huh?
Well, everything I've done shouldn't come as a surprise to you. I'll give you the house and everything now, so allow things between us to be over.
I'm fine with that, but I won't be giving it back.
I don't care. I'm going to become CEO soon. My dad's going to step down from his position, and then I'll be taking it and the house he lives in. I'll be able to give my new girlfriend the gift of being my wife, and we can have an amazing life together.
Then I'll make sure to have that divorce paperwork turned in soon for you. Even though there isn't any company around anymore, I'm happy to see you giving me the house and all that.
Huh? What do you mean the company's not around anymore? Hey, what do you mean by all of that?
The company that your dad had is no longer around anymore. Just before your dad had fallen that second time, he made sure to have the company and everything that went with it sold to another, larger company.
What did you just say?
That's why I was a bit confused by you saying that you'd be the next CEO and that the girl would be the next wife to the CEO. Maybe hearing that your dad had fallen again broke your brain in some way.
Hey, Jane, explain all of this to me right now. Since when did my dad end up selling his company? Why wouldn't he have just given to me instead? And why did my dad never tell me he was going to do any of that?
This is all because of that strict order you gave me back then to leave my job and take care of your dad full time. I was able to hear him talking about it for a long time now, about how he planned on getting rid of his company. And not only that, but I was around to help him out with all of that as well.
What? Is that so?
Even after he had already healed from his first fall, the reason I was going over every day was to help him handle that. He had asked for my help, and so I was there for him to support his busy work that he had to do to find a company to take his off his hands for a good price. Yet, for whatever reason, you decided to call my time out of the house helping him me cheating on you with other men. And that was your reason for cheating on me with a college student? You really are the worst kind of monster imaginable.
Wait, that cannot be real. Why would my dad ever get rid of that company? He had me here all this time to take over the company for him, and that's why I've been working so hard. I even expected to be the CEO for the longest time now, so I've been studying day and night to know exactly how to run it right.
Well, maybe you should have been studying more about your dad's company instead of other things. For a long time now, your dad's company has been slowly bleeding money.
Are you serious?
And even though I say that, us selling it wasn't your dad's first choice. But after that fall last year that left him in pretty rough shape, he realized he shouldn't be working anymore. He told me that he's not a young man anymore and should really use the time he had left to sell the company and then enjoy himself. And so instead of giving you the company, he wanted to pocket the money he received for the company and be done with it.
If he was going to be doing something as huge as that, he would have asked me first. Why would he do all of that without my opinion?
We had tried plenty of times to get your input back then, but every time we asked you to come to your dad's house to talk, you told us you didn't have time to.
What?
And when your dad would call you asking to talk, you would reply saying that I'll take care of everything for you. And then succeed that by saying you were too busy with work to listen to him. And so, because of the distance you gave your dad, he gave up on you. And there's your reason for him never having the chance to talk to you about selling his company.
Ah! So that's what he wanted back then when he kept being rude and calling me all the time.
And only a month after that, the company your dad had was done with, and he had sold it. Him falling was around the same time the larger company came and paid him for it.
What should I do? I had finally thought I had that company to myself. Yet things are not at all going to plan for me. To make sure that I'd been able to get the company soon, that I even forged my dad's handwriting and handed it for him saying that he'd be stepping down.
What?
Yesterday, I had gotten a call from the hospital saying Dad had fallen and was badly hurt. And so immediately after that call, I'd forged a document saying that he'd stepped down from being CEO. And then I called my girlfriend and told her all the good news about how we won and we'd have a wonderful life. I even went out and got that divorce paperwork and filled it all out for us. And yet after all that hard work I put in preparing for my new future, my dad ended up selling the company.
What the hell were you doing forging your dad's name and using it to take over his company when he was in the hospital?
Now wait. You did say that my dad pocketed all the money for his company, right? I don't think he'll be needing all that money he received, unless he spends it all on his medical bills and stuff for that bad fall. Then there won't be anything left to his name, right? You didn't help my dad all that time for nothing either, right? Maybe you have been eyeing his money as well. He still has the house and other things, possibly, correct?
You do seem to be thinking a lot about this. He still does have some things left over, like the house and the car.
Thank God. At least having some of that left is totally fine with me. Having his car and a house left over is still more than enough to make a little money. At least this time, I don't have to worry about a company now, and we'll still be getting a ton of money through all that stuff.
Huh? Why are you thinking all of that can be your stuff?
He has broken bones and has been stuck in the hospital for a bit. And of course, he's not a young man anymore. I'm sure it won't be long before he dies, and that I'll be left with all of his things. Even any money that he may have left over after the medical bills. So in other words, all of that is my stuff now.
No, that will all be going to Jane in the end. I won't be leaving a single thing behind for you on my will, you stupid boy.
Huh?
I never once thought that my own flesh and blood could turn out to be some kind of rotten soul. I'm so glad that I handled all of this earlier and had everything written to go to Jane.
Wait a second. Is this you, Dad? Really you?
Yes, this is your very embarrassed father talking to you. When Jane told me that she'd be going home for a bit to grab some things, I never thought that she'd return to tell me that you had filled out divorce paperwork for the two of you. Right now, I have no idea what to think of you, Phil.
All of that doesn't really matter anymore. I want to know why you've been leaving everything to her instead of the man that you've built a lot of blood and sweat into. Why are you giving her the house and your car and everything else you own?
Well, this is my thanks to her for taking great care of me. Instead of my own son coming to care for me, she was forced into a position where she had to quit the job she loved and take care of an old guy like me. And not just that, but was also there to help me with the company. So I'm very thankful for her. So what's so wrong about me giving her everything after everything she's given me?
No, that's all a bit too messed up. You shouldn't have to thank her for doing her job as my wife. And even if you do want to thank her, you're being way too damn generous to her.
I don't want to hear your opinion on anything I've done. You've never come to care for me, and you never took your wife's life into consideration. And the worst thing of all is that you've been cheating on her with some young woman that's still in college.
Dad, can you just calm down a little? I know what's going on here. What's really happened is that Jane has been threatening you and forced you to give her all your things, right?
What did you just say to me, Phil?
She threatened you by saying that if you didn't give her everything in your will, that she'd stop caring for you, right? You couldn't use your hands back then, and there was nothing else you could do but give in to her threats, right? And ever since then, you've been too weak to run from her, and that's why she's been able to take advantage of you, right?
Because you happen to think things that way, I'm through with ever dealing with you again. I'm thinking this is it, boy. You no longer have to worry about anything that has to do with me. I don't need you around to care for me now, so never ever show your face around me again.
Wait, Dad!
You can't even care for your own wife, and you can't even take care of your own dad. I can no longer stress myself thinking of you as something like my family. If anything, I'm a pretty bad dad for not leaving my company to you. So for both our sakes, today's the last day we'll be called father and son.
But wait, Dad!
Do not come to the hospital to see me. Actually, I'll make sure they won't let you in if you do come. At this point, if I see your face, I'm gonna want to strangle you. And the doctor told me not to get my blood pressure up. So now, Phil, goodbye.
Jane, how's about you and I act as though we never needed to get divorced? I've been broken up with that other woman now. Well, I wouldn't say I broke up with her. The moment she heard I wouldn't be CEO anymore, she bolted and I couldn't even get a reply from her again.
Well, why would anyone want to marry a penniless man after they've been caught lying? And I'll have to say no to your request. I don't ever want to get back together with you now that you've gone and cheated on me.
What?
And even if I did, I've already handed in the divorce forms.
Well, if you leave me, then what will my dad and I do? I know that my dad said that he cut ties with me and all, but he's going to need someone to care for him, and I'll be his only option. But I have to still work my job, so I can't be at home to watch him. Please, Jane, you're too nice to just throw my dad away like that, aren't you?
Yeah, he's done a lot for me to get where I am. And so that's why I'll be looking after your dad still. And I have to say thanks to you since you gave me the house and everything in the divorce. So I think we'll sell his house and live in our house together.
What? You and my dad will?
I may have been caring for him for a year now, but it was never that difficult for someone like me. Unlike you, your dad's a real gentleman and will always say thank you for all the chores and cooking I do for him. He'll even tell me that my cooking is delicious when he eats it. So because of his kindness, I promise that I'll care for all his needs until the very end.
What? You're going to be divorcing me and you'll still live with my dad? There's no way things like that actually happen.
Of course, from the outside, people would think that's pretty strange. But to me, your dad is like my second father, so I could never leave him behind. And when you consider that I'll just be his housemate or something like that, there's nothing at all that's weird about us living together. He told me that he's still going to be paying me after all, even when you and I are divorced.
Huh?
He told me that his house and care wouldn't even be a part of how he pays me. Although even by just receiving them from him, I'd be fine with caring for every need he has. I'm going to really do my best to make sure this last stretch of his life is the best he's ever lived.
Would it be wrong if I came to live with you both too? I promise that I'll never cheat on you again, okay?
You already know the answer to that one. You are not the kind of person we could trust living under the same roof as us. So with that, have a great one, Phil. You should be happy that both the woman that was getting in your way and caring for your dad will no longer be a problem for you. Now, enjoy life all by your lonesome and live it any way you'd like. After that, Fred was able to make a pretty full recovery from his injuries, and he was released from the hospital to come and live with me. I'm not sure if it was because he no longer had the stress of his company on him, but after coming back home, he didn't even seem like he needed my care. He was able to go out and about on his own and enjoy whatever hobbies he had, all without my help. And because of his great health, I was also able to make up some good hobbies, and Fred and I lived a great life together. But then there's Phil. After trying to get back into the job he'd had for the longest time, he was told he would be let go as they found out about how he was trying to go into his dad's company. Of course, that would no longer be happening. However, the company that did buy his dad's company did allow him to join, although the new job would only pay him half that of what his past job paid. And while there, he tried hard to get with some of the female employees, but they all told him to get away and that he was too old to be hitting on young women. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.